Hey y'all, welcome back to Cooking with Hannah Soul. And today we're going to be making a pasta dish that's going to put our good old faithful spaghetti to shame. But before we do, go hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss a video. So let's get started. We're going to get started on our sauce first, and we're going to roast some vegetables. So I'm just going to take some carrots and do a thick slice on those. And then I'm going to do the same with some bell peppers. And you're basically just cutting the head off, then slicing down the sides so that you have some nice flat pieces that's going to be able to fit on our cookie sheet or baking dish, whichever one you call it. Now that our vegetables are ready, place them on your cookie sheet and do not overlap. We want to make sure the skin gets to blister. And then we're going to drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil and season with some salt. You're putting it on low broil for about 7 to 8 minutes and then switch it over to high for about 4 to 5 or until the skin blisters on those bell peppers. Next up, let's start on our meat for our sauce. I'm starting with the pancetta, and it acts just like bacon, so you don't need to put any oil into the skillet. Make sure you're using non-stick, but it's going to produce its own grease. And then you're just going to cook it down like you would with bacon and then pull it out and set it to the side. We don't want to drain all of the grease out of the skillet because we're just going to take our Italian sausage and put it right in there and get all of the flavor from it. Now, I'm using the spicy Italian sausage. If you can't find these, you can use regular Italian sausage and add some extra red pepper chili flakes and it'll do the deal, and even a little bit of cayenne. So as you can see, we made sure to get our crumbles really small, and then we're going to cook off most of the grease and then deglaze the bottom of the skillet with a little bit of vodka. Party! And then we're going to add the pancetta back and give it a quick little toss and set this to the side until we're ready to add it to the sauce. As you're finishing up your meat, your vegetables should be good to go. And as you can see, we got a nice blister on the outside of those bell peppers. We are going to pull some of the skin off of a few of them, but leave it on some because it gives it a nice rustic flavor. And then we're just going to thinly slice them. Now off camera, I had thinly sliced a full onion. So we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to our skillet and we're going to sweat these down just as they begin to get translucent because we're not trying to caramelize them. Then we're going to add all of those vegetables right back to it. So our carrots and our red bell peppers, and then we're just going to continue to saute them for a little bit. After you've given it a quick little toss, add in some red pepper chili flakes and season with a little salt. And don't worry, the full recipe is going to be listed in the description box as always. Then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of our tomato paste, and then we're going to make sure that we serve that good. We want that to get well combined before we move on. Now we all know no pasta dish is complete without garlic, so take some thinly sliced garlic, toss it in, and then let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. And because we are making a creamy vodka sauce, of course we need the vodka. Now I'm using just a little 2-ounce jiggers, and so we're going to do that twice, so that will be 4 ounces of vodka. Then you just stir and let that incorporate, and then now here comes the cream. So we're going to add our heavy cream in a little at a time. So we're probably going to do about half of the cream, and then we're going to stir it and make sure it's completely combined before we add in the rest. So once it's all combined, you're going to let your sauce simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, if you're making a big batch, you can always add more heavy cream, and then you can just adjust your seasoning to fit because we know dairy will dilute some seasoning. Then we're just going to take this and put it inside of our blender and completely blend it until it's good and smooth because we are making a sauce. Now we can start bringing this all together and the magic is about to happen. Take that sauce and pour it over our meat mixture and make sure it is completely combined so that we can get ready to toss it over our pasta. So the great thing about this dish is you can use whatever pasta you love. I'm using Bucatini, so it's like a real thick spaghetti type of noodle. We're going to add that meat sauce, and the pasta water is key here. Give it a quick toss and make sure everything is well combined. That pasta sauce helps the sauce to adhere to the pasta, and then we're just going to plate this baby up. Now, I always have a hard time trying to make pasta look cute, so I am using my little ladle spoon to help out a little bit. Once you got the portion that you would like, of course, presentation is everything. We're going to clean up our plate, and then we're going to garnish it with some extra red pepper chili flakes, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and of course, it ain't gourmet if it ain't got no parsley, honey. But y'all, when I tell y'all this is all sorts of delicious, I mean it. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed, because I did. Don't forget to go follow your girl on Instagram and TikTok, or purchase one of my cookbooks. All of the links are going to be listed below in the description box. And until next time, bye y'all.